All right, here we go. We are getting into that Hong Kong derby. Bistork versus GogojOey. Best of one. I don't know. I don't know how to call it, mate. Are we gonna see more cannons?
I want to say Bistork. I think my brain is saying GogojOey, but everything else is saying Bistork.
The beef.
So that's
the beef
what I'm gonna go exactly. Here we are now. Gonna be concluding one of these players' tournament runs here on Def Ora LE. We're here in the top left-hand corner map, spotting all the way in the top left-hand corner. The Blues player coming down from the land of Hong Kong. He is the best player to come out from Hong Kong. He is going to be representing himself as he is currently teamless. The pillar of the Bermuda Triangle, the northernmost pillar. He is GogojOey.
And spawning in the bottom right hand corner of Death Order LE, we have the Pink Protoss player, also hailing from the land of Hong Kong, also currently teamless. He did just take down Oreo. Can he do the same to his fellow countrymen? It is Bistork.
Every time Bistork cannon rushes, can we call it a pink drip? A pink dripped pylon?
What does that mean? What is that?
I mean, the drip is blood.
But it's
from
pink.
His opponents. No, Bistork's pink.
Bistork's pink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then when he goes for like the cannon rush or the proxy, right? He throws the pylon forward. And then the drip is his opponent's blood.
Yeah. How does the beef factor into this?
Well, it's rare. The beef is rare. And
Beef is rare. That's why you stroke it.
Drips the juice. Yeah.
So like, you know.
Juice.
Yeah.
God, I want another steak.
Oh my god. Meanwhile, we do not have a forge coming out from Bistork, so no cannon rush whatsoever, not on Death Aura.
Wow. I wonder if Orio's feeling offended or special.
I know, right? He's like, what the hell? It's like, why did he do it against GogojOey? God damn. Because
you're special, Oreo. He was afraid of you.
He was afraid.
In a longer macro game.
Meanwhile, against the Marsupial, against the Joey, he has no fear. He is opening up with a Stargate.
This is not quite the Bistork of old, but, you know, we're seeing a clash of the eras.
This isn't Bistork, this is Beef Stroked.
Yeah. What was it that I think Steel, or it was either Steel or Lord Logan was explaining? It's like Beef Stroganoff? It's like the Stroganoff?
Yeah. No, beef stroking off, mate. That's what they said.
The beef.
Yeah. That's. Oh no.
Wait, what does that mean? Wait, hold up. What does that mean?
What do you think? What do you think it means? What are you on about? What have you been saying?
It's like a dish.
Oh boy. All right. Here we go. Remember to hydrate, everyone. Drink plenty of water. Make sure you get plenty of juices flowing inside you. And speaking of juices, yeah, Bistork, he did open up with his Stargate. He did reveal himself, you know, with his Void Ray killing that initial Overlord. So GogojOey is fully aware. He should be getting some anti-air. There it is. Spore on the way in the natural.
Yeah, meanwhile, Bistork pulling a little bit of stats over here. Gonna be continuing up that Void Ray with, okay, just a single Oracle at the moment.
No double Oracle.
Double Stargate!
This is I'm telling you, mate, this is the Bistork of 2021 and going for double Stargate. I imagine Void Ray, but it is Bistork. He could just lose his goddamn mind and do something else. Yeah.
I'm waiting for the Fleet Beacon. We casted Paco Mike earlier today, and by we, I mean me in the body of Vortex.
I don't think that's legal. Oh my god! The Void Race, it's for 1 HP! It's got 1 HP!
Just the right calculations coming up from Bistork. Absolute math on this lad.
The math, mate. It's there. It checks out, and Bistork, he manages to keep his Void Ray alive and his Oracle as well. It looks like he's trying to dive back in. There is no Spore at the third, but there are plenty of queens.
But there's no energy either.
Yeah, true. Very true. Very true. Oh.
Okay, he gets a drone.
There it is. Double Void Ray.
Well, he can still throw in a Fleet Beacon for Flux Veins, but it's actually going to be a Robo Facility, so not quite, this isn't quite, you know, spamming bacon.
Not quite, not quite. But GogojOey is aware of the double Void Ray production. As the Lings in position, they did scout the Void Rays coming out. He scouts even more Void Rays, so he's fully aware, and he is working on his Spire. I guess scouted.
Yeah, well, you know.
Oh, that's a kill!
That's a kill.
Oh.
That is not a cancel. Bistork pulling up all the stops like this is the train. We could actually have a Grand Platypus Open where GogojOey is in the finals, but let's not speak too soon. There's that Fleet Beacon light.
Mate,
yeah, Bistork. If he doesn't win it now, I am gonna be scratching my head.
Mate, my head was in my hands.
He's doing everything right now, I feel.
I was going full Cranky for oh no, mate. It was oh god. GogojOey is falling apart. The spores are going down. 2 spores immediately focused down. As you were saying, the Fleet Beacon is on the way. There are a couple of options here for Bistork. Bistork, he could go full Vivid versus DRG and just go mass Void Ray with Flux Veins, or he could go a little bit more better and he could go straight into his carriers. We shall see. What kind of Protoss player is Bistork? There it is.
He's a Paco Mike player is the answer to that. And also I was confused for a sec. I was like, Vincent? You know, Vivid, formerly known as Hush.
There you go. There you go. Formerly on CJ Antis.
Yeah, currently on Team GP.
Team GP?
Yo!
Oh god.
A lot of corruptors coming out for GogojOey. Getting them pretty early, but it's really good to prepare. He knows exactly what's coming his way. He scouted a Fleet Beacon earlier on, so yeah, GogojOey is definitely still very much in this. He is not at a disadvantage whatsoever. And actually, oh my god, he is just gonna take the lead over here. I'm not sure what Bistork is really thinking, committing to this fight.
Exactly. With only 4 Void Rays, he thought it was a good idea to just kind of stand his ground and fight against these corruptors. Immediately loses all 4 of them, and that is dangerous because those 4 Void Rays are key for buffering and protecting the carriers. If the carriers are naked on their own, there's nothing stopping these corruptors from just diving on top of them. Oh no.
They become just such juicy targets, and the corruptors are already here light, and everything was looking so good for Bistork until he committed to that fight. He's more of a patience than assess or something.
Exactly. Both carriers fall, the Void Rays fall, even the Oracle goes down, and now the corruptors, if they want, they can just start caustic spraying. They can just start laying waste to these buildings in the main base. They don't even care. They just focus on the Void Ray. Oh my god.
Jesus, everything was going right for Bistork. Then he did something very questionable. I feel like that's really the story of Bistork whenever we cast him.
You know what else is questionable, mate? He's throwing down 2 more Stargates. He has 4 Stargate production, and he is going mass Void Ray.
God damn.
Flux
you know
Veins.
What? It worked for Vivid, formerly known as Hush.
Yeah, not Vincent though. It didn't work for him.
Because he was the Zerg player who lost? Question mark?
Oh boy.
The Void Rays are now in, and very well placed shield battery over here, making sure that, you know, at least most of these Void Rays survive, and the rest of the corruptors are chased away. Bistork just buying himself as much time as he can afford.
Yeah, at the same time, GogojOey is actually supplementing his army with Roach Ravager here, looking to try and take out one of these bases. To be fair, now is a good opportunity because Bistork, he just has so little army supply. Like, he's just barely trying to keep up with the corruptors on their own. And now that the corruptors are being joined by Roaches and Ravagers, it is quite possible for Bistork, sorry for GogojOey, to take out this third.
Just like so. Really not much of a ground army in position. These Void Rays will be able to deal with the Roaches, but yeah, there's nothing really deterring them from pouncing up right on top of that base. Well, the cannons, I suppose.
Oh my god, they just...
Alright, a lot of Corruptors are actually getting very wounded.
Yeah, nice control of the Void Rays for Bistork, and with all these, with the mass Void Ray, there just aren't enough Corruptors.
Flux Veins just about kicked in. Almost every single unit of GogojOey is armored at the moment, so these Void Rays are going to have a heck of a time. Bistork has bought himself enough time. He is transitioning out. He's going for a gateway transition.
You say transitioning out, mate. I just realized it wasn't 4, it was 5 Stargates. 5 Void Rays at a time are being built. But as you said, like, he is focusing on his ground army as well. He's not neglecting it. We just see charge on the way, +2 on the way as well for the ground attack. So he will be able to have some kind of semblance on the ground. And right now, Bistork, he's just running away with it. Not like that, though.
He absolutely is. Well, yeah, he was running until he got tackled by these Corruptors, but now the turns have absolutely tabled. GogojOey just does not have an easy way to deal with these Void Rays. He could try to jump them with the Corruptors, but even then, it's very unlikely that he'll be able to kill every single Void Ray.
Yeah, unfortunately, GogojOey is tunnel visioning a little bit too much. We'll see if, like, there's a reason for that, and it looks like there are just enough Corruptors to push away the Void Rays. My god, enough to one-shot even.
Yeah, and that's what you really prefer to have. You know, the beam is decent, but it's really nothing compared to one super powerful shot every single time. Instant damage is always better than continuous damage.
Oh yeah, and just like that, GogojOey once again for the second time this game resets the Void Ray counts. And what does Bistork do from here? I kind of want him to just give up on trying to fight the Corruptors and, like, I don't know, go for like Charged Archon or something. Like,
well, he got the Temple Archives earlier on, didn't he?
He did? Maybe? Yeah, he did.
So what's taking him?
It's just just Bistork things. Oh god.
That's the explanation of most things that Bistork does.
Yeah, pretty much. Now the Corruptors are getting into the main base. The Void Ray will be going down. A bunch of the production. Oh, more importantly, the Temple Archives, it does fall.
Huh.
Yo, GogojOey knew.
Is that more importantly, or is that, you know, Bistork? I mean, he wasn't really utilizing it anyway, so...
Well, now he can't utilize it, even if he wanted to, which I think is the most important thing. Like, GogojOey, he realized, hey, Archons would actually be a threat to these Corruptors. I'm just going to make sure you're stuck on Void Ray production, and as we see, the Void Rays, they just keep getting reset. Oh my god.
Indeed they do. And it's really hard to imagine GogojOey not winning the game at this point. He has absolute 110% map control, and he is expanding left, right, and downwards. Down and around. Yeah.
Exactly. There's nothing to stop him. Bistork, around town, and Bistork, he just hasn't been able to be aggressive whatsoever this game. Outside of, like, maybe the first 5 minutes, he's just been stuck at home, and he just can't deal with the Corruptors, mate. It's just not happening. It's just not happening.
Yeah, he always goes in low amount of Void Rays, and I'm not sure what it is, but yeah, he's lost a whole bunch of them. I think about 7 or 5 of them earlier on. Imagine if they all hit once instead of trickling in.
Mate, I'm gonna shock everyone right now. Check the units lost. He has lost 40 Void Rays.
How do you make 40 Void Rays in the first place? Hold up. Hold up.
Hey, 5 at a time. Continuous production on 4 bases. He had the economy, and he's just blown it.
That he definitely has. It's kind of painful, honestly.
Ay, ay, ay.
Jesus.
What would it take for Bistork to stop making Void Rays? Like, what?
A Templar Archives. Well, no, it didn't work for him last time, so...
I mean, he is remaking it. It's on his mind. It's somewhere it's somewhere in his brain. It's not at the front of his brain, but somewhere in the back. And I think he might be sniffing it out.
He might have his brain at home.
It's oh no. He left it in his main. And he got sniped by the by the Corruptors.
He left in the dishwasher.
Oh boy.
Or something like that. The Corruptors are once again starting to come in. Enough Void Rays to chase them away, but once Chris Radic alignment starts to go out and cool down, I don't think that's really too much of a deterrence for GogojOey.
Yeah, exactly. The Corruptors, they dive back in. There is no more prismatic alignment, and all the Void Rays are being focused down one by one. GogojOey doesn't even need Vipers. That was one of the things I was going to bring up like 5 minutes ago. Like, hey, GogojOey, he should probably get a Hive and get some Vipers so he can power bomb. But he proved me wrong.
No.
All you need is Corruptors.
Well, I don't know if he proved you wrong, though. I mean, he still should have had some power bombs.
It would have been easier. Would have had an easier time dealing with this, but you know, he just wanted to work for it.
What a game.
What a game. In the end, GogojOey, he does stroke the beef, and GG gets called.
We're gonna have a bit of a rematch. Actually, not really. Now I think about it. Yeah.
I was about to say, and by rematch, you mean not at all, as GogojOey will be moving on. Doesn't face Miyamika quite yet. Instead, faces Ranger
in that lower bracket final. So we're finally getting to the best of threes. That was, I feel like that's really these two series that we had. It's really Bistork in a nutshell. The duality of Bistork. On the one hand, Hype Slayer. Absolute runs a train on his opponents, always 10 steps ahead. On the other hand, he's busy stroking his beef.
Yeah, sometimes too busy, and then he neglects other things out there, like, you know, his Templar archives. Oh god, and yeah, that was quite a game. Bistork really showing off to everyone, hey, you probably shouldn't go mass Void Ray. It's not really ideal. Maybe against DRG, you know, it's a different story, but against anyone else, doesn't quite work out.